What's up, everybody? So good to see you again. I have a question. Should you forgive somebody if they have seriously hurt you or wronged you in some way? Well, Tanya and I are going to dig into that question right after this montage. Hey guys, today we wanted to talk to you about forgiveness. We know that forgiving is not always the easy thing to do.
Something I've really struggled with when Jess and I have been in arguments is going out of my way to prove my point or to prove that I'm right and he's wrong. What I have learned is proving my point really has done no good, because when all is said and done, what good has it really done for you to prove your point or to build your case or to prove the other person is wrong? You still walk away with that unsettled feeling in your stomach. You still are in a disagreement.
Even if you know that you know, and even if you are right, sometimes it requires you to just let it go. To bring healing to the situation, to bring peace to the situation, it requires forgiveness, and it requires knowing, okay, well, this person has hurt my feelings, or I know that I'm right about this situation, but regardless, I'm going to take the high road and I'm going to forgive. That way I can have peace.
Sometimes we'll come to each other and say, you know what, I'm sorry you feel that way, I love you, let's just work this out. And really that brings peace to the situation. It's really not about who wins, because neither of us are winning if we walk away hurt or mad. It's more about forgiving each other and being at peace with each other and showing each other we love each other through forgiving each other.
And resentfulness and hanging on to things, she mentioned earlier about feeling sick to her stomach when we're in the middle of a debate with each other. There's something spiritual to unforgiveness and resentfulness. It really does give you a sick feeling in your gut, in your spirit. And so God has given us power in forgiveness. He's given us the ability as a tool to utilize forgiveness and to equip it so that we can have peace again, have restoration.
There's this wonderful woman that I love. Her name is Corrie ten Boom. She wrote a book about forgiveness. She and her family were in the Jewish concentration camps in World War II, and there was this very cruel warden that her sister died at the hands of. And later on in life, when she was speaking, that same warden didn't remember who she was and approached her, and he reached out his hand to ask if she could forgive him because he knew that she had been in the concentration camps. Her arm froze because she couldn't forgive him on her own, so she prayed that God help her to forgive. And at that moment, she felt a peace overcome her, and she reached out and they both embraced each other.
And that's so powerful, because honestly, forgiveness is not only for the person that has offended you, for you to let them know that all is well again, but really it's for you, the offended, because once you release that forgiveness, it heals your spirit. It gives you freedom to move forward in life. It doesn't hold you captive. Just like with Corrie ten Boom, she could have hardened her heart towards this guy, the person that tortured her sister and herself, but she decided in that moment that she's not going to be a prisoner to unforgiveness anymore. She extended her hand to him, they embraced and cried together, and that was where healing began.
This doesn't just go for couples in a relationship. This goes really for any type of relationship, whether it be a friendship or a family member. I've had friends that I couldn't forgive for their wrongdoing, or they couldn't forgive me for my wrongdoing, and we've actually lost each other's friendship. Looking back, proving that I was right was not worth losing that friendship.
So in Colossians it says, "Bear with each other and forgive one another. If any of you has a grievance against someone, forgive as the Lord forgave you." So just as Jesus died a sacrificial death to forgive us of our many, many, many sins, we should also follow his example and likewise forgive offenses.
We do know that there are some serious situations that are very hard to forgive, but try not to let those things steal your peace or hold you back.
Even if it takes everything you've got just to say it out loud, that I forgive this person. Even though you may not truly believe it in your heart yet, just taking that first step, that little baby step of speaking it, I forgive this person, I forgive this situation, is the first step towards healing, is the first step towards peace. So we just want to encourage you today, if you have any unforgiveness in your heart, if there's something making you sick to your stomach, if it's an argument that you need to settle with your spouse, or
A friend,
an offense from
family member.
an offense from years ago that you just can't let it go, try today just to give it to God, to hand it over, and to pursue that peace.
Hope this helps.
We love you guys.
Love you.
Peace.